Well, hey, welcome back, everybody. Here we are, hopefully coming in with a whole lot of strength and might and off to a great week. I'll say welcome back to the Change Chasers podcast. I'm Mandy and I'm your host. And as I'm assuming you are a returning listener, that I'm grateful that you've decided to gift me with your time and to jump on here. I always look forward to our time together. Obviously, so with a name like Change Chasers, it is my hope that this podcast is living up to the intention in which it was created for, and that's to inspire you to grow as you go. Truly, my heart is that each episode showcases a safe space where faith meets forward motion and purpose leads the way. This episode is number 14, and I don't know if you guys can tell, but my voice isn't quite normal. I am fighting a bit of a cold. I served last week at a FCA collegiate camp, and it was a phenomenal camp. I'm so grateful I got to be there. But unfortunately, I am allergic to mold and mildew, and the place that I stayed at all week, every time I go, I love the place. It's my happy place on this planet, but for whatever reason, my sinuses always get hijacked. And so here I am. Hopefully, not too raspy or anything. I'm trying real hard to keep my voice strong for this. And so I didn't want to miss a week. And so I'm going to kind of mix it up just a bit this week, though, so that hopefully this episode will actually be a little bit shorter. But I still wanted to give something from my heart and hopefully keep you guys just feeling encouraged and inspired as you are growing, as you're going as a change chaser. So, in thinking about making it a little different and kind of, I guess, mixing things up, or as I like to say, maybe keeping you on your toes, I chose to use one of the things that I'm really getting into now. And with writing, I have not quite gotten to the full scope of getting my first book out. It is finished, so that's still got to be edited and all of that. And I'm working on a devotional as well, but I've gotten into writing poetry, you guys, and so that's some of my change chaser stuff that I've been working on personally. So I thought it would be kind of cool to put together a poem for you guys about kind of like a mix. I kind of consolidated the content, some of the titles and everything that we have had on the other episodes. So up until now, it's kind of a little bit of a blend of each episode theme. And I hope that it's short and sweet and to the point in such a way that it does encourage you as you listen. I truly hope that you are blessed. I hope that you are inspired. And I also want to say that y'all, I would 100% be, as I like to say, tickled pink if you decide to share something that you've been writing or that maybe you've been creating too. If you want to send it my way, drop a DM and just let me know, or shoot me a text if you got my number and just let me know, like, hey, this is what I've been working on. On Spotify, you can also comment on the episode, and it'd be super cool just to be able to see that and to be able to encourage you as you're trying to do the thing, right? Doing the next thing. So I welcome you to do that. Reach out, and you don't have to tell me. I do want to encourage you to tell somebody, though, like whatever it is that you are doing that makes you feel really encouraged and makes you feel really, really excited. Like, what are you chasing change in? So, friends, I'm going to hit you early on in the episode with your C3 time. And so right now for our Change Chasers Challenge, I'm going to give it to you in the beginning instead of the very end, how I normally do in an episode. And so with that, my challenge for you this week is that I truly do. I want to challenge you to share something cool, something awesome, maybe something you've not told anybody about, but you've been working on it. And like I said, you don't have to share it with me, but you can if you want to. I would love it. I'd be ready to, cheer you on and celebrate what you are accomplishing and what you are seeking and what you are making happen in your own world and in your own future. And so I just want to challenge you thinking about that, what is something that you can share with someone else? And even maybe even the idea of gifting yourself the chance to chat through even maybe just a fun new idea of something that you hope to do. So even if you're just not quite where you want to be, don't get stifled, don't get stuck, right? As I like to say, don't get stuck in the muck in the middle of your mess. But hey, y'all, let's think about in the positive twist of what are you doing or what do you intend to do? So with that said, I just want to kind of transition over into sharing with you guys just really truly what the episode's going to be out. And it's this poem that I wrote for y'all. And so I'm hopeful that it'll bless you and that you will feel like, hey, cool, all right, I can do this. And maybe it'll have a little bit of a one of the rhyming lines in there that you cling to. Write that on a sticky note, put it on your bathroom mirror. So every day when you're in the bathroom, you're brushing your teeth or whatever, you can speak something positive like that over yourself. Because I truly believe that we hear 100% of everything that we say to ourselves. I've said that in an episode prior. And so just another reminder of that, of just being careful of what you speak over yourself. And so encouraging yourself and knowing that you got what it takes and that it truly is a gift whenever you nurture your ideas, your innate desires. Like, what is it that gets you fired up and excited and knowing that, hey, you can do it? And so with that, I wanted to share this quote before I read the poem to you guys today that I wrote. I read it actually earlier today, this quote, and it says, I apologize for having to clear my throat, guys. Like I said, I've been at camp. But the quote says this: you can have the best gifts, the best ideas, and even be the best and most talented in your field. But none of it matters if you never release it into the world. Potential alone doesn't create impact. Action does. So, sweet friends, I share that quote with you because I truly hope that it motivates you to have courage for whatever your next steps are. They don't have to look like somebody else's. Remember that. Whatever you feel called to, whatever you get excited about, hey, that's your lane to run in. And so I want to encourage you to give yourself the gift of leaning in to just that. So, sweet friends, without further ado, here is the poem that I have called the Change Chaser Anthem. Wake up to wonder, today is the day. Not somebody or maybe, but now's on display. You're not stuck or broken, you're just on the brink, a pivot of purpose, a new way to think. Shift your perspective and watch how you rise. Change isn't the end, it's a sweet new surprise. It starts with connection, with hearts that ignite, with friends who will cheer you through every fight. You're more than a warrior, you're made to win. Victory daily, again and again. It's day one, not one day. Don't wait on a sign. Just start where you are. Let your soul realign. Hope is a habit, so water the seed. Shake off what's holding and rise up with speed. Celebrate progress, each twist and each turn. There's joy in the journey and lessons you learn. In 2025, we don't just survive, we level up boldly, we come alive. Change chasers think with a faith-driven fire, not stuck in the question, but fueled by desire. We act, not just answer, we leap past the fear. No more overthinking, our purpose is clear. With hearts of champions, courage in view, align with God's timing in all that we do. We're chasing the vision, not chasing the praise, our eyes on the mission, not fickle displays. So onward we go with boldness and grace. Faith meets forward motion. We're running this race. All right, friends, I hope that wasn't too dramatic with the drums coming in, but to break it up, that's the end of the poem. And I just want to say that I truly hope that that poem blesses you and that has inspired you, I want to close out the podcast as the quote that I read right before that as a reminder that you can have the best gifts, the best ideas, and even be the most talented in your field, but none of it matters if you never release it to the world. Potential alone doesn't create impact. Action does. So, sweet friends, as I close this one out, thanks again for listening. I hope that your week has been amazing so far, and I do hope that it continues to be filled with many, many amazing blessings. Until next time, let's keep chasing change and living with purpose. Goodbye, sweet friends.